So, about a week ago, I made a video about Bitcoin and I said the importance of maintaining this orange level right here as support because, as you can see, it never closed a weekly candle below. And if it did lose this, then it would go down to the 7-1 Fibonacci retracement level, just because that would be the next support level due to the symmetry of the charts from this high to this low, right? And here's the clip from that video right now. On this part right here could be similar to this part right here, where it did go above the resistance line for some weeks. And so the possibility of this support not holding and going below for a few weeks is possible. So let's just see what kind of percentage that is from the line to the top. It's about maybe 12%, right? So if we went 12% down from here, it would be what price? 12%. It would be roughly about 53,700, maybe somewhere around there, right? So when we look at GAN, is there anything that lines up with the GAN chart to match this 53,000? No, there is not, right? But if we put on the Fibonacci extension or Fibonacci retracement tool, we can see clearly what sits at 53,000 from the high back in 2021 to the low down here in 2022. We can see that 53,500-ish, maybe just rounded down to 53,000 because price loves the wick through, right? We can see the 7-1 fib is that support level. So if we do the same thing where this was a resistance and then it wicked above resistance, if it does the same thing and goes down 12% with the market symmetry, we can see that it could be like an A, B, C correction before price continues higher again. So fast forward to today, and we can see that the market symmetry did play out, where so far the 12% increase right here from this orange line matched exactly this 12% decrease from this orange line down, right? And also what I mentioned in the video, like if this 7-1 doesn't hold, then we can see a possible retracement back to this 618 down here, which would also match a retest of this orange angle when you can see how important that orange angle was throughout time. So whether that would just go straight down or possibly things could roll back up and then go sideways a little bit more until it gets to that level as well, right? That is a possibility. But we need to see exactly where this weekly candle closes, because if it closes back above this orange level, then this long wick will be very bullish for a quick continuation higher. But if this candle closes around the 7-1 fib area, then that would make the 786 then resistance at 57,526, and then that resistance would most likely roll over to prices below and would probably almost guarantee a hit of this orange angle, right? So this weekly candle close is very important, right? If we close back above the orange line, very good, very bullish scenario. If we close below the 786, below 57,500, then that is going to be resistance now for a push lower and lower until this orange angle is hit. This is my next warning to you guys. So on Sunday night, we need to see where this closes. If it's above 786, if it's above 57.5, it's okay. If it's below 57.526 or that area, then it's not going to be okay, and it most likely is going to be resistance for price to roll over. So we're going to watch these levels very carefully going into the future. And let me just show you some other charts on log scale next. So this is the log scale chart for Bitcoin on the weekly chart, and I wanted to point out something to you guys. So remember that 618 Fibonacci was around 48,000, right? So let's go look right here on the arc. So the arc right here sits around 51,000, maybe 51.5, right? So this is a possibility to come back test the arc, because when you go back in time, we can see that the all-time high did exactly wick to the top of the arc. So this previous resistance is looking like it's flipping to support with this ABC correction. And where does 48,500 or so line up on the arc? Well, it lines up on the arc maybe around December of 2024. So could we see something like this coming up, right? So maybe we won't get to this arc yet. Maybe it'll close around current levels, and then price will come back up, like I said, and maybe retest that 786 or even wick above and retest this 62,000 as resistance. And then it'll come back down, make a lower low, touch the arc around 50,000, and then come back up, maybe confirm this previous zone right here as resistance, and then ultimately by December go to that 48,000 price, right? We could see something like this depending on how this candle closes. So this candle close, I think, is probably the most important candle close, because if it can close above that 61,300 level, that orange line on the last screen right here, this one right here, this orange line going right across, right there. If price can close back above, then we can ignore this situation, right? But if price does not close back above here, then we could worry about it. And then it depends on where this candle closes. If it's above the 786, it could come back up to that 62,800 and then roll over. And then when we look at this price right here, we can see this orange line sits around 62,500. So it's around the same price. So anything below that 61,300 level right here is not a bullish scenario for the short term and could lead to many more months of pain before price finds its local bottom. And the local bottom, if we look right here, is looking like it's going to be this 618 at 48,500 right here, this orange angle right here. And in time, that lines up on this arc right here at December of 2024. So we need to pay attention. Like I said, I can't stress it enough. This weekly candle close is the ultimate importance right now. Must close back above this level. Otherwise, this level will become resistance. And if this level comes with resistance, every time price moves back up to the 886, this zone, it'll get rejected and then roll over back towards this orange angle.